Hello and welcome to Volts and M's, to another episode. We are here with Arian Dino and Irma Rexepi. We're going to discuss some interesting topics today. The first sequence of the podcast is going to be a topic regarding our first car, first impression and what we learned about it. And our second sequence is going to be about some feature subscriptions regarding the new vehicles that are in the market and how do we feel about them. So let's start this podcast first by asking, what is your first car? When did you get it? And how did you end up getting your first car?
Well,
Anybody can start.
when I got my first car, it was 07, 08.
Okay.
My first car, I had to share with my sister. It was a Honda Civic.
Okay. How old you were at the time?
I was in junior year in high school, so
Okay.
about 17, 18. That was our first car that we shared. It was a very good, reliable car.
Who was driving it?
Both of us, we
Okay.
would just whenever we needed it.
Okay, so it was not just going to school. You guys were using it for personal matters
Even
as well.
yeah.
Okay.
If she had work, she would take it. If I had work, I would take it. But unfortunately, we did get in a very bad accident with the Honda Civic. My sister loved that car so much, she ended up getting the exact same one again.
For how many years did you guys had it?
Believe it was for about 6 years.
Did you guys
Total.
It was used.
It was brand new when we
It
bought
was brand new.
Yes.
Okay.
yes,
So you
yes.
got it at a dealership.
Yes.
Okay, so how did the process go, let's say, between, well, I'm pretty sure it was maybe not you guys who were discussing it with the salesperson. Was it your parents or?
Yeah, pretty
Okay.
much, yeah.
Okay, so was it an easy process, or did you guys had in mind a specific car, or you just went in there, shopped around and?
It was mostly my sister that liked the car. I pretty much piggybacked off that car because I needed to get to places as well, and basically until I got my own actual car,
Okay.
we shared. So
And for you, Irma?
My first car was a 2007 Ford Focus in 2012, if I'm not mistaken. It was actually the first day of junior year in high school. My dad and I had been searching all summer for a car, and that was the most reasonable price one that we found. My dad was comfortable, and I didn't care at the time.
Right.
I just wanted a car.
It was a used car.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a used car with like 30-something thousand miles, five-door hatchback.
So okay, now here's my question. What's the difference? Like, is the difference that you, of the elements that you look at on a used car? Because on a brand new car, obviously, there's different stuff that you look for, maybe mileage, or
Yeah, I mean,
new
for used cars, there are a few things that, right off the top, you start looking at the mileage, the year compared to the mileage,
Okay.
right? How much it was driven, the history, where it was serviced, just a couple things like that. And then, of course, you do your own test drive
right.
and then go from there.
history
about-
of maintenance it's a big thing to look into.
What
Always done.
what about the new car? What do you look at when you look at a new car? Technology, safety.
Well, I would say safety.
Safety?
Safety first. Technology, pretty much, from what I see today, even the most basic car has a lot of technology in there. So I don't think,
So technology is across the board.
Yeah,
basically,
it
it's
has-
pretty much the same level.
yeah, it has hit the fine line where you can get an LT version of a Chevy car, and it pretty much comes
It'll
well-equipped.
have your essentials, so to say. So it'll have your your CarPlay and Android Auto, just it'll have the basic comfort features that you want for in a car. And
Yeah.
then of course outside of that, then you're going to look at the safety aspect of it, whatever vehicle that you're searching for, and then your other wants for the comfort features or for like safety features, like if you want leather seats or if you want heated seats, cooled seats, sunroom, those.
Okay. Any
Sunroof. I'm sorry.
any funny breakdown stories that you had from the first car, or what basically has taught you from switching to the different cars during your lifetime? You know, I don't know, how many cars have you guys gone through until till your first car and until now?
I'm on the ninth car.
Okay.
I'm on like 5-ish.
Okay, so it's a fairly amount.
Yeah.
So any things that you've learned when it comes to the process of getting a new car, learning things about it, and then going to get a new car, like if it's a dealership or third party, on the process when you buy it. Any funny stories?
Well,
or
my funniest breakdown story was it was a used Chevy Impala where the gas line was not connected properly. Right, it was repaired, but it was not repaired properly, and I was driving with my father-in-law.
Test driving it?
No, I had already.
Oh, you already purchased?
I owned the car.
Oh,
yeah.
you owned the car. Okay.
I was in the car with my father-in-law, and it just started stuttering and sputtering, and just on the side of the road. I managed to get it into a parking lot, and I actually called him to come and pick me up with my father-in-law.
How long was this after you purchased it?
Oh, it was like weeks after. It was not a. I had to do maintenance on the car, so I knew there was things
Okay.
wrong with it. But
So I guess that's one of the things that you have to deal with when you're purchasing a used car.
One thing that strikes me as funny nowadays, getting a new car, you don't even have to go to the dealership. I sign all the documents. I view the car online.
It gets dropped to your house?
It can.
Okay.
For some of my family members, that's what I did.
Okay.
But for mine, I did sign everything online. I just went to the dealer. My keys were ready and everything. Just picked up the keys, got the car. Like I said, I viewed the car online. I signed all the documents, and
Well, how do you know? Like, how do you know without test driving that you're gonna actually like the car?
you just, if you have a really good idea about that car, which I did, I didn't really need to test drive it again.
I mean, there's a few things. So like, if it's a certain type of car, right? If you're leasing, for example, and you're just getting the
so
new,
you kind of okay.
the new version
You
of the
kind
same car
of
that
have
you
experienced it before,
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
So of course, like when you're gonna get a new lease on a new car that you've never driven before, or like you're going from a sedan to a pickup truck, you have to
Right.
test drive it first, right?
But
Well,
they
also shopping between different brands of cars. It's
Yeah.
not the same. It's
It's
not
not.
the
True.
same feeling. 'Cause-
But my point is that you do have a lot of options how to get your car nowadays versus back
Yeah.
then.
Yeah.
So,
Well, yeah, right now, even with the online car retailers that they drop off the car to your house, you have
Yeah.
a week to test drive it. And if you don't like it, you can
Oh
return
yeah,
it within a
oh,
week.
okay. That's a good option
Yeah.
because you're test driving the car for a week. You're like, well, you know what? Maybe I don't like it, so I'm just gonna send it back. What happened? Like, what if you get in an accident within that?
You got insurance.
You're still
you have a
insured.
temporary insurance.
Yeah.
You're insured.
I
You're
see.
still insured. You have,
Well,
if you're driving it, you got.
I had to insure my car before I could go pick it up.
Yeah.
So they give you the VIN and you contact your insurance company.
Yeah, your insurance starts before you even get in the car.
Well, that's interesting. Now, something that has become very common in the new modern car is the feature subscription thing.
I don't agree with it, but yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, to break it down, for you to have access in certain features in some cars, you have to pay monthly. Now, again, I was going to ask, how do we feel about it? Do we think maybe that reduces the overall price of the vehicle, and then obviously you have the opportunity to either add those features or not? It's up to you. Do we think that maybe people want more of a basic car and more of a cheaper car, so
But
they don't really
The thing is, if you have a subscription for a feature in your car,
right?
that feature was built into your car.
Yeah.
Right.
That money was spent to be built into your car.
Right. So it was already built.
Yes.
The company already paid
Yep.
their money in manufacturing. So it's like, what's the point why you want to make people basically have a subscription and pay monthly or yearly or whatever
Yeah.
for a feature that you already spent
My
money
thing
on?
is, go ahead. I'm sorry.
So what's the thought behind it? Why do they do this?
Well, for example, like on the new car I just got, the self-driving feature, the OnStar.
It's with the subscription.
Yes.
Okay.
I had Wi-Fi for 2 months for free.
Okay.
Good features. Okay, but once that subscribe runs out, basically.
I mean, like I could see
My-
features like the Wi-Fi. I'm sorry. I could see features like the Wi-Fi being a subscription-based thing, right? Your OnStar subscriptions, your
Right.
Wi-Fi.
It's not
subscription.
something that everybody is going to use or is really necessary, right?
Right. But like, so they have that stuff there. So it's a modem or whatever the case may be with the LTE, and it's good for like a family person, somebody that has little kids or something like that they have tablets or things like that. They're
Connected, so
They're
you
connected.
can have the okay.
Yeah, you can connect it like that, or even like a business, somebody that runs a business and they're on site and they need to use they need a hotspot, for
Right.
example, right?
Right.
So it's the same thing as like owning a hotspot from your cell phone company.
Okay.
As getting the internet from the car.
How much is the monthly payment for in these cases? Or they vary based on the features that you're talking about.
Yeah,
I think-
bec-
yeah,
the
I think it
OnStar
varies.
included a lot of features. So I think it was around $40 or $45 a month.
A month.
Yeah.
Okay.
But going back a little bit, with a lot of these newer cars that will have, pretty much they will be fully loaded vehicles. It's just a matter of if you want that option or not.
But here's my question: like, why do the companies do it though? Why do the OEMs do this?
It's easier.
Where do they
can
win?
They build one model in their production lines. They don't have to go through so many levels of
Yeah, I see it.
of production.
The spec sheet for the car itself. So
They will all
you
get
order
built.
your car.
Yeah.
And you have your features. I order my car. I have my features. I have a feature that you don't have, and that car is being built on the same assembly line. So now that worker has to take more time to look at the spec sheet for my car and your car and his car. If they're all made the same, that production line is faster. So they're making more
think-
cars. I think that's how they're
I think this
justifying.
I think this could be like a study. Okay, this could be like a study that checks for what people are more willing to pay for, what features, so they know what to include or not to include in the next generation.
I think you're right, to be honest with you.
And think about this, right? The company is already spending the money because they manufacture these cars with the features. They just activate it or not, right? Based on your subscription. And now you could say, well, they're already spending the money because they're installing these features in these products. So what's the point? Just give it to the customer, right? But it might also be on what kind of cars are these features installed. It might be installed in some cars that they know the user will be that person who doesn't really mind paying that $45 a month, right? So if you're willing to buy a car that is worth $70,000, $80,000 for the vehicle, I don't think most will not care about that $20 a month or $30 a month. You would assume so, right?
Well-
the clientele that you're getting basically will more likely be
Yeah.
able to pay
Yes
that
and
extra
no.
fee.
Yes and no, because like OnStar is equipped on all GM vehicles, no matter what the trim
Okay,
is.
yes.
Right? So yes, somebody that purchased an Escalade, I'm sure he can afford it. Somebody that purchased a Chevy Cruze might not be able to
Right,
afford it.
so you're saying it's with the subscription in all the vehicles.
OnStar,
Okay.
yeah, it's equipped. So, but what I learned, BMW, let's take BMW for
right.
example. I don't know how accurate it is, but even like the heated seats and cooling seats are going to be subscription. Okay, so if you want heated seats,
Yeah, which is a feature that's not technology based as far as like a software update or whatever the case may be.
yeah, but they can
Right.
unlock it for you to have heated seats if you pay.
So even
yeah.
even the most basic model, if I'm buying the basic model of the BMW, it doesn't have it, but I was like, oh, I want to activate it. They're able to do that
right.
for me.
So it doesn't. The basic model does not have them, but they're actually equipped.
So
Right.
like the equipment is there.
It's there.
All the hardware is
Okay.
there.
So
Yeah, I don't know
Well, maybe-
how true that is, but I mean, I guess I could see it depending on the money that you're spending for the subscription, right? Because I haven't researched into the BMW, but in Michigan, you know, you want the heated seats in the winter, And you're going to pay the subscription
It would be nice.
from
Yeah.
October
Yeah.
to March, right? You're going to pay it from October to March.
I mean, I'm just saying, like,
if
if you're able, not that the BMW is the most expensive brand out there, obviously, but if you're owning a BMW, you're not gonna think, oh, but I'm gonna save on the heated seats.
But
You-
if I
you get my
own a
point?
I get
BMW,
your
though, I
point.
want the heated seat should be an option for me. Doesn't matter the price range.
So you would pay for the heated seats?
I would not pay for the subscription.
You just want
I
that to
would
come with
expect
it.
that feature to be a standard feature.
He made a
in
good
the-
point there
in the BMW
because
Right.
a lot of people said the same thing.
Like I owned a Mercedes.
okay.
It was a base 2011 Mercedes.
You're saying I want it to be included with the vehicle that I'm purchasing.
Correct.
Yeah,
Right, but what would be the difference? They would just increase the price of the vehicle.
but you're already kind of paying because
So
But I don't know
Yes.
that correlation though.
Yeah.
What is the price
So that's why
if
I
I want
think-
the feature to be activated at all times versus a subscription base?